this Metroid Zero mission. That game is a delight to watch. Maybe the only other game that comes close is like Super Mario Bros.
64?
3 or 64.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was...
Ocarina of Time is up there as
Yep,
well.
yep. You mentioned all the bangers. And talking about bangers, we got a hell of a set ahead of us. This is losers semifinals. This is the last best of 3 of the night. And Suarez is back up to plate against Chris.
Primed and ready to go on the slow style of matchup. So if Chris wants to, drag his feet, I think Suarez will be ready for it.
Yeah, if there's any one player in this building to give you a primer on passive play, it's going to be Rock.
Yep.
Man's practically wrote the book on being able to play effectively while playing slow. But Chris has been doing very good in his own right to know when to switch gears between playing very hyper-aggressive, in-your-face combo-heavy to just holding back and making you fight through a slew of hitboxes just to be able to play the game.
The difference, I would say, between the style of Chris and maybe someone like Rock, and even just the characters in general, Chris wants to camp until he finds his opening, and then once he does, he wants to hit you for 80 damage. Whereas Rock wants to chip away 10 to 15% at a time and just win neutral exchange after neutral exchange. And, eventually he will get there through War of Attrition. But, like, this style is Chris's style, and I guess Ness in general, is way more explosive, opportunistic,
Definitely.
Like, see this here? Already gotten 50, 60 damage from one opening. 93. It's still going. This is from one opening. And Suarez is forced to go to the ledge after it all. Like, could have ended up dying many times in that. And indeed, I was going to say, indeed he does almost.
Yo, the almost getting the catch off of PK Flash, too?
That was crazy, dude. Good defense from Suarez. That jab, definitely not what Chris wanted to, resort to. But
there's a lot of layers to this matchup because these two fight so often.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is worth highlighting. Usually Chris is the one who comes out on top with the Suarez.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of his habits.
Oh! Okay. Oh, tried to get the footstool.
He tried to push him!
He tried to. I think he went for the footstool.
I think he just tried to be in his way so he couldn't connect to ledge. Either way, he tried something really nifty.
Yeah, he tried a non-conventional edge guard, and I think Nair might have been a little more reliable, but I appreciate the attempt at something unconventional.
He's pressing forward a new meta. Given how Chris is so confident with playing off stage, and that's proven to be a bane fighting him, not just here on the island, but like on a national scale, figuring out how to effectively play off stage against PkChris is definitely, an effort worth putting in.
Yeah, he usually gets back to stage kind of scot-free, and I think if Suarez was doing his homework, maybe looking for openings and opportunities to get off-stage kills, because that's, I'd say, Suarez's best strength is he loves going off stage against everyone else, but Chris doesn't really let him. So maybe Suarez is going to force the issue. Wow.
Good parry. He knows that Suarez loves going for that close-in Yoshi bomb as the shield mix up.
Wow. Those parries all in a row were so nice.
Like Chris is just so used to this flow.
Yep.
And it's all a matter of not just finding the exploits because he can. It's about optimizing the exploits.
And the reason he's like so good at this flow of match style is because he's the one writing he's writing the script. He's the one in control of the tempo most of the time. And yeah, just like that, picks up that kill with a pretty nifty side magnet back air approach.
Yeah, he's been doing quite a lot of that. I think that confirm in particular against Yoshi is really smart.
Yeah.
Because Psy Magnet can potentially break armor at high percentages, and back air is either breaking armor or healing.
Yeah, so if he does it on the first, he'll get it on the second. Very, very smart way to chip away.
It's also a hit confirm he can get from ledge. We don't talk about it too often, but the way that Chris plays, he'll get backed up to the corner relatively easily. Fighting out of the corner has proven to be something he's very good at.
Yeah, I mean, Ness has a lot of tricky mix-up on ledge. You don't want to try to contest at all, because, he can always re-grab ledge and up B, shoot out a little, PK Thunder. Yeah, he can, of course, Psy Magnet from ledge. Oh, this is scary.
But it is Chris off stage on Battlefield, somewhere that he is the most comfortable.
Not quite Battlefield, but Battlefield enough.
It's Battlefield from below.
Battlefield, seen from above.
It's Clefairy! Wow. I was just about to say Suarez so badly wants this forward air through the ledge. He knows the timing. He just keeps to keep doing it. Oh, good on him.
I'm glad he eventually got it, because I think that's one of the things I'm seeing most from him. If he like went home and did his homework on this matchup, it looks like one thing he's really pushing to try is off-stage stuff.
I will say, I think Suarez has been studying this matchup because he's been doing a couple of things that are very uncharacteristic of his play.
Yeah.
And normally when I talk about that, there's some reference to either Raptor or Miles, which are the other two notable Yoshis from our general area. But he's starting to do things that I feel you'll see from other Yoshis. We know that Suarez has been traveling for quite some time, and both at Glitch and Low Tide, he's been linking up with a lot of Yoshis. I think he's starting to pull advice from all sorts of regions, and that's starting to reflect in his local play, which is fantastic. And that's one of the best things about a player when it comes to traveling, is not just performing well, but learning and taking that back home.
No, 100%. If you can't learn from other people that play your character or anyone or other people in general, you know, that's a big gap in your play. You know, being able to learn from other people's style is huge. Speaking of style, I mean, we missed it, but Chris got a sick combo on that last stock from the ledge. Was doing, again, we commented on it, Psy Magnet into all sorts of shenanigans in the air. Like, Psy Magnet from the ledge is a scary threat. Chris off stage, but honestly, not in too bad of a position in terms of percent and stock count here. Fairly close to even now that he's back on stage.
One thing I want to highlight real quick is whenever Chris is off stage, in this game in particular, we're starting to see him stall his PK Thunders a bit more when he's below stage. Which I think is smart, but he does need to be mindful of that off-stage play, because if he's not doing so in any aggressive manner, it gives a lot of time for Yoshi to occupy that space, be it with an egg or himself.
Wow. That patience from both of them there was really good.
I think it's because both of them know that if they overextend even a tiny bit, they're going to get slapped.
Yeah. Chris didn't even overextend and he got slapped there. Like, he went for like an aerial and just died for it.
Yeah. Although, again, I think that's a note of these two just being so deep into knowing how each other's going to play. Like, Suarez knows that Chris is going to swing, so you might as well swing back or whiff punish. And while that may be a tall order, it is still something that you're capable of.
I'm surprised that Suarez got poked with that yo-yo a moment ago. Like, usually can't quite get poked, but it looks like he attempted the roll or something.
Yeah. All right, couple of nairs. Egg not going to do anything for you. Forward air extending enough to break the egg and punch through to Suarez. Good call from Chris. And I like that Chris is still very much willing to like fight inwards, because he knows he'll be able to find his opening, break through, and tie up the game.
He's been really mixing in these PK flashes today, especially in this set.
He's always been a big fan of it, but I think he's been a bit more adamant lately in using it to mix up his airplay. And I was saying this earlier when Reggie was on the mic, but I think the fact that he's mixing it into this heavy of a degree is because it's going to make his PK Thunder punishes a bit more valuable. Also, I like how that grab whiffed on shield point blank. Very cool.
There was another one of those earlier in this game that happened too.
Ooh.
Wow, and that's it, 2-0.
Yeah.
That's the last best of 3 of the night, and Chris walks away pretty quickly from that set with the 2-0 over Suarez.